Welcome, beautiful friends, to our Way of Mastery. Lesson number 3, the channeling of the power of forgiveness. He'll talk about it in this lesson, but forgiveness is the pathway to awakening. But it's nothing like what the world has told us forgiveness is. If you have been forgiving as the world has taught you to forgive, you can forgive until eternity, and you will make zero spiritual progress. The forgiveness that Jeshua is talking about is a whole different ball of wax. And when we truly come in to understand what that process is, what's really happening in that process, your spiritual path will take quantum leaps. But staying in a place of perceiving that the world is real and all these things are really happening, and staying in that cycle of trying to forgive what isn't really real will keep you trapped in the cycle. But anyway, he's going to talk about the practice of forgiveness. And he'll talk about his mastery of it and give a beautiful, beautiful example at the crucifixion of his mastery of it and how extending perfect forgiveness can profoundly awaken other beings. But before we get started, we're going to do just a wee bit of review. At the end of lesson 2, we burnt our cards that had ought, should, must, and have to on them. Wasn't that a lot of fun? Have you guys been looking at your consciousness and seeing how deeply these things are rooted in your consciousness? Ought, should, must, and have to. So you may have to burn them 1,000,000 times, but burn them as many times as you have to burn them. But let go of that fear-based consciousness that perceives there's something outside of you and you ought to, you must, you have to. Because we need do nothing. There is no power outside of us that is exerting we have to do anything. If you find yourself in this position, know you've created an environment where you're in that position. So continue to look deep within your consciousness and see where these are and burn them and let them go. In the first lesson, Jeshua said, if you will make a place within the depth of your mind, I will meet you there. And my own experience, I never could have gotten to awakening. The body-mind trying to interpret the Christ teachings got them so horribly distorted. If I hadn't have had the onboard guide of Jeshua, I never would have truly understood the meanings of them. I never truly would have been guided through the eye of the needle to awaken. So I hope you're also cultivating that openness and that willingness to have him join with you in the only place where you can join with him, which is in the depth of your own being. Because that's where the healing is going to take place. That's where the remembrance is. So, do we have any questions before we get started tonight? Great. So the power of forgiveness. Kristen is going to do another beautiful meditation for us. Kristen Shelley, my beautiful friend. Come on and sit down. Yeah, she's a hypnotist. She's not going to hypnotize us tonight. But I was talking to a hypnotist last night who talks about the power of that modality to assist in spiritual awakening. You know, it's great to help you with things of the world, but it's just as effective to help you with your awakening. So, Kristen's a beautiful resource and available for anyone if you might choose to have her assist you with your awakening. But with that, my beautiful friend, I'll hand it over to you. I'm going to do the setup right now because when she's done, I'm just going to move right into the whole thing without any delay. After she's finished, we'll do the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. I'll join with Jeshua as soon as he tells me it's all square and ready to go. I'll begin the channeling. The channeling is 1 hour and 14 minutes, and it will end with another version of the Aramaic Lord's Prayer. So when that Aramaic Lord's Prayer is over, Joy, know you need to come back. Or at least know that the rest of us are coming back, and we don't want to startle you. So with that, if there are no questions, Kristen, it's all yours, beautiful friend.
So it's time to relax. And hello. Okay. So we'll just take about 15 minutes. And just settle down. I'm going to take you deep inside yourself. Very safe here. There's no safer place to be. And going deep inside yourself is a very safe place to be as well. So enjoy the process. And if you don't feel like participating, that's no problem. But we'll just start with what we've done before, the last 2 times. And I'm going to actually have you choose a spot above eye level, up on the ceiling or wall in front of me. And I'm just going to count down from 20 to 1. And while I do, I want you to imagine and allow your eyelids to feel very, very heavy. Just allow your eyelids to feel very, very heavy as I count down from 20 to 1, heavy and relaxed. So keep your chin level, find a spot above you, and I'm just going to count down, and 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just imagine your eyelids heavy and relaxed, allowing them to feel soft and heavy and relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just go ahead and close your eyes and enjoy the feeling of relaxation. Good. Now everyone, just focusing on your own breath as it moves in and out of your body. Just putting your gentle awareness on your breath. And right now, for the next few breaths in and out, on your out breath, I just want you to say in your own mind the words deeper and deeper as you let yourself relax more and more. Deeper and deeper. Calm and relaxed. And just allowing yourself to be here right now, noticing the birds and your body in the chair and my voice, focusing on my voice. As you're aware of your breath moving out and saying in your own mind the words deeper and deeper. And just beginning to settle in and enjoy the process of not having to be anyone or do anything, just being right here with me right now. Good. Now we're just going to tune into your body. I just want you to put your awareness on your feet and allow your feet to relax. As we move up your body, allowing your whole body to relax more and more. So putting your gentle awareness now on your feet, softening and relaxing your feet completely. Moving up into your calves. Just imagining your calves softening and relaxing. Up into your thighs. Softening your abdomen. Any tension you may have in your stomach. Now up into your heart and lungs. Seeing if you can become aware now of your heartbeat and definitely your breathing. Moving your awareness now down your arms, allowing your arms to feel heavy, limp, and loose, all the way down to the tips of your fingers, heavy, limp, and loose. Letting any tension go. Making any adjustments you need to make to be more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed. And now just moving that awareness up into your neck, your face, releasing any tension in your tongue, teeth. Allowing yourself to be physically relaxed right here, right now. Good. Just scanning your whole body now with your mind's eye, and any area there's any extra tension, just allowing it to release completely as we settle down further and further inside, further and further within. Okay. And now I'm just going to count down from 100, and I want you with each number to just allow yourself to relax more and more, just imagining yourself relaxing more and more. 100. 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, relaxing more and more, 93, 92, and 91. Just letting yourself relax more and more. Good. Now I want you to indulge me. I want you to imagine something in your imagination, so make it as vivid for yourself as possible. I want you to see yourself standing by a perfectly still pond, deep in a forest. I want you to smell the pines of the pine trees, the leaves, the earth after a rain. It's quiet there. The sunlight is filtering through the trees. It's maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon. It's cool under those trees. And you're looking into this still pond. And you pick up a pebble and throw it into the center of the pond. And you hear the plop. And then just imagine a butterfly flying by. And you're watching the waves ripple out. And soon, as they spread easily and effortlessly, you allow yourself to relax more and more. You notice the light dancing on the pond. And I wonder if there are fish swimming in that cool, refreshing water. And soon the pond is still again. And you see yourself now picking up another pebble and just toss it into the center of the pond. Imagine the splash and the quietness all around. It's just you there in the forest. You're watching the waves spread out in circles. And as you do, you relax more and more, just settling down within, until the pond is smooth again, like glass. Then you pick up a pebble again, and you feel the pebble between your thumb and your fingers, the smooth rock. And even this rock seems perfect. And see yourself tossing it into the air. Now imagine that you are that pebble moving through the air. It touches the water's surface, and it sinks down, 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 all the way to the bottom of the pond, the cool green water. As it settles down to the bottom of the pond, next to other pebbles and plants, and it's so quiet down there, so quiet and relaxing. Relax now. Enjoy relaxing down more and more. Okay. And now I just want you to imagine that you're there by the pond. And you just imagine that rock sinking down, down, down to the bottom of the pool. And you look up and you see someone, you recognize someone very close to you. You see yourself there as a child. I want each of you just to picture yourself as an 8 or 9-year-old child. See yourself there by the pond. See your eyes. Imagine the haircut. Imagine what clothes you might have been wearing as an 8 or 9-year-old child, or any age that would be throwing pebbles into a pond. And you see yourself there as a young child. Take a good look. Your hands were so small. Your smile, your big eyes. What did you look like? And watch as your child self throws a rock into the pond. And how your child self gets so lost in the beauty. See your child self loving the sound of the rock as it hits the water and splashes. Your child self could stay here all day exploring the bugs and the plants and the birds, the magic of the forest. Now I want you to imagine telling this child self standing next to you that you're about to take them somewhere very, very special, a stairway that leads down to a door. And at the bottom of the stairway is a door that opens up to a very, very special place. Lead them now through the forest to a special stairwell that you create in your own imagination. See it yourself there now, standing at the top, and with each number down, allowing yourself to sink further and further within, letting go more and more completely, but more importantly, just seeing yourself stepping down each and every step. 10 to 9 to 8, 7, 6, further down, 5, 4, letting go now, 3, settling down deep within, 2, and 1, relaxing now, enjoying relaxing. You are at the bottom of the stairs now, and you turn the door handle, and you just imagine stepping into a place so bright and lovely. There's light there streaming. It's so peaceful, and you step out into this space, and it's like waves and waves of peace as you step through there with your child. You bask there in the light. Just imagine being radiated by this light, and it streams over you as you bask in it, and you feel waves and waves of love and peace. The energy is so strong and so powerful, like a wind, loving you, healing you, recharging you. And you receive this love, and you look at you and your child self, and you know that you will always be loved and protected, that you have always been loved and protected, seeing your child self there in that light. And with each step you take, you'll always be protected. That you always have been, always will be. Allowing yourself to feel so receptive right now, so receptive to the wisdom, so receptive to the Aramaic prayer. Allowing yourself to be passive and receptive as you enjoy these words and allow them to sink in. Feel the words and allow them to open your heart.
WOM, the Boshmaya, Nita Kadash Shema, Tete Malkuda, Neve Sitinach, Akina, the Boshmaya, O Baraha, Haulan, Lachman, Sunkanan, Yalmana, Boshwoklan, Halpin, Akina, Dapanan, Shwakin, Nil Hayabin. Ula talan el mission, el pasan en biche. Met had de lachim el kuta, u heila, u tishbakta. La alam, amin, amen. WOM, the Boshmaya, Need Kadash Shema, Tete Malkuda, Nehwe Sivina, Akana, the Boshmaya, O Baraha. Haulan Lachman, Sunkanan Yamana, Ashwoklan Habin, Aikana, Dapanan, Shwakin Hayabin, Ula Talan Mission, El Pasan Isha. All the lucky Melkuda, Haila, Tishbota, La Allah.
Well, it may appear that these words will enter your beingness through the modality of hearing. Our bodies would like you to believe it's that significant. But know that these words arise from the depth of your own being, for they are your own words, and they arise from your own sanctioned, sacred, eternal knowing. One word of anything but innocence and an invitation to walk a beautiful pathway to that innocence and that same self-recognition. And I can tell you from my own experience, we all know the incredible, instant, and habitual nature with which judgment happens within our being. I mean, it's like you catch it, and by the time you catch one, 10 more squeezed in between the first one and the 10th one where you caught it. Forgiveness will come just as habitually and just as effortlessly when you master it. Now, it will take a great deal of awareness and a great deal of attention and a lot of love and a lot of support, but you can turn that level of mastery that you have in judgment and turn it just as perfectly to be the same level of mastery and innocence. So when the mind wants to condemn you for judging, just think it and say, yes, I'm grateful for the level of mastery already within me, and I will turn that mastery to love instead of judgment. Be so grateful for how deeply well you mastered ego, because it will be that very mastery that you turn to love, which will be your own salvation. And the level to which you've done it great is already in there, the seed of your own enlightened mastery. It's not any further away from you. And he said at the very beginning, it only awaits your discovery. It's already within you. It's already within you. No being who's ever woke up or enlightened said, I found it somewhere way far on the other side of the cosmos. It's already there. The power of forgiveness. Next week, we will begin peeling this lesson back, and I cannot tell you the tips and tricks that I have to share with you that Jeshua shared with me to take the cycle of judgment and turn it into the mastery of forgiveness. It need not take long, it need not be painful, and it need not be hard. It can be fun and quick and joyful. You're welcome to take a different route if you'd like, but I'm going to share with you the non-hard route. If anyone has questions, comments, I'll take them real quick before I do announcements. Okay, hold on a second. We'll bring a microphone back so the people on the internet can hear. Oh, sure, okay. Real quickly, her question was, who's the channel? The channel's name is John Mark as well. His name is John Mark Hammer. He is currently living in Bali and has a little ashram there where people come to spend time with him. But he channeled this work when he was living in Tacoma, Washington. But if you search on the internet for wayofmastery.com or JM, Jayem, you'll find all this stuff. And if anybody wants the audios, I mean, this is powerful stuff. You can't get what you just got by reading it out of a book. I mean, you know, it's like the whole shower with a raincoat kind of thing. It's not even close to the same thing. So if you want them, you can go to the Shanti Christo Foundation, which is, there's a blue book that has these transcribed teachings in them. You can get them from Shanti Christo, and I think Richard was telling me that they try and sell them to you on CDs, but if you say, hey, I really want MP3s, you can get it for a lot cheaper. And the books, if you want the transcriptions of the texts, you can go to lulu.com, that's LULU.com, and search for JM, Jayem, and you'll see the whole pathway. There's three main pieces. There's the way of the heart, which this is the third lesson in the way of the heart. Then there's the way of transformation, which is 12 lessons, and the way of knowing, which is the last 12 lessons. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and you can get it on your Kindle too. So, when I did this lesson with him, I'd already had my own awakening, but I listened to this lesson every day for 30 days. If you're really serious, I mean, I can't tell you how deeply judgment is in the root of your being. If you want to undo that, are you willing to give it an hour a day, or at least every other day, as much as you can, to just let that fall in your consciousness? And I thought I needed to be still like we were to do it. No, Jeshua had me doing it while I was mowing the yard, while I was driving my car, in all kinds of situations, so that because the mind oftentimes, when you're driving, there's a little bit of your awareness that has to stay focused on driving. So the message can kind of sneak behind the gatekeeper that's doing the driving. And same thing, I mean, because you're going to need the tool that it's given you in every element of your life. So if you're, as many opportunities as you can get, listen to it over and over and over. And as I said, start with knowing that it's your own truth arising within you. Don't let the mind say, that's Jeshua, he's a master out there and I'm hearing his words. They're your own words, spoken as Christ, from Christ, which is no different than you. So just know it's arising within you. Anyone else? Do it a hell of a lot. Do it a lot. Back in Yeshua's day, there was quite a bit of kind of numerology going on. You'll hear he's mentioned in this pathway, I think once already, 7. There's some relevance to 7. Marian, I guess, mentioned it in her dialogue the other night. Just suffice it to say, you don't need to get a whole concept around it. Just do it at every opportunity you get. And I'll share all kinds of tips and tricks as we peel back this lesson. When I do this work myself, I couldn't do it by myself. I come with Jeshua and every other ascended master that expresses and does work through Christ consciousness. And I'm eternally grateful to them. And by the way, them is not different than you. You just might not be aware of it yet. But you're doing this work too. Nonetheless, I'm grateful to all being that help in this work of awakening our one self back to our eternal self. That's really all that's going on. It's not any more complicated than that, despite all the awakening modalities that are out there. But we love you with an absolutely, absolutely infinite love and a perfect, perfect peace. You have never been judged. You have never been condemned by love. And it rests within you, and we welcome your acceptance. And when you do, you'll know it's been there the whole time, and we will embrace you, and we will love you as we love ourselves. Peace and a wonderful forgiveness good night to you. Beautiful friend, thank you so much for watching.
The way of mastery is truly indeed the pathway given to us by the Master himself, Jeshua. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're so moved to give a love offering, my family and I would joyfully welcome it. You can see there on the screen our website at onewhowakes.org. In the upper right-hand corner where that red arrow is a little give button. If you click there, you'll be directed to PayPal and you could put in a donation, and we would certainly appreciate it. Peace be with you.